Greetings and salutations, my name is Kartosael and welcome back to Minecraft from the Ripple Effect server. Now, in case you're wondering why I have brought you to, well, this, still piece with a lot of obsidian, is because I have new tools. And this wasn't always obsidian. Yeah, I was checking the progress of my base and walking around it, and then just fell in the lava, like right over here, I think. Yep, over here. I was like, no, I'll throw an ender pearl, because I have those nowadays. Should probably get them on the bar. And threw it that away, which meant it took forever to land. Basically too long for it to land. And I died. Yeah. Much sadness. Some of the tools actually survived, much to my relief. Well, my sword survived. I also upgraded. I'll get to that in a second. But the most important part is that my pickaxe, which I got from Link, and my shovel, which I got from a zombie, both actually managed to survive. And my sword and all the other things I had to rebuild. I just enchanted my boots and I lost them. So I have new boots. So what I have now, well, these are the same. Others has upgraded. It now has mending and sweeping edge. I have a dwarven razor, survive and break 3 mending, and the scorched ray, unbreaking 3, power 5, mending and flame bow. I have a draconic bucket on my head, unbreaking, projectile protection and mending, because I really hate skeletons. They mess me up the most. And I got draconic greaves, with feather falling, mending and protection. So nothing very special there. So what have I been doing in the meantime? Well, I've actually been working, you know. You might have seen a little glimpse there of something different than pink. But before we go into that, I have upgraded this farm. It now has these things. Makes it a lot more easy to see exactly where the endstone is so I can place the fruits. Completely irrelevant. Lots of effort and materials for really no gain. But well, you know me. So, this is what I've been doing in the meantime. Work. Actually get up there so we get a better view. On the outside at least. I have finished one side of the entrance hall. The front. So you see, last time we worked on the gate. There's a little roofy thing you don't really see, but it's not that important. Because you can't really see it from anywhere. I finished the pattern up there. Well, actually not entirely finished. There's a question I want to ask you all about that. And I finished just a simple pattern here in the front. Not quite sure I'll keep it exactly like so, but that's what it is for now. It's about my tree farms a little bit in a way. So I'm moving over. Just checking if there's nothing over there that will kill me. I also started working on one of the 4 minarets. And I think there's a block there that should not be there. Huh. How quaint. Well, ignoring that block, I think I'm going to make it 1 taller still. I had it pink first, but that was really way too much. The top part where you can actually walk around and look around will in fact be pink again. So we pink, yellow, pink. And of course, I made the roof, the dome. Arabian dome, so it starts a little bit narrower and then tapers out and finishes up to a point. I really like the way it's looking right now. So that's a plus. That's really nice if you actually like the way it looks. I've also started adding more colors, a bit more of that light blue concrete, just to make it more than just pink. Because the areas Arabian styles usually have a lot of color. But with regards to this, I have a problem. I'm not quite sure what I want. But this is how I have it right now. It's all sandstone. This is with birch wood on at least the inner arches. Because it's 2-dimensional. There is the inner arch and there's the exterior arch, the big one. It isn't necessarily an arch, which is more just like a diamond, I suppose. And yeah, I'm not quite sure whether we're going for birch or the sandstone. Sandstone does give a much calmer look opposed to the birch, which is a much more busy look. And it's already pretty busy. It's already pretty, yeah, busy, really. So I'm leaning towards the sandstone, but I did want your opinions as well, because that's really the main reason I enjoy YouTubing. It's interacting with my viewers. So that's what I have done. Now we'll start talking about what we're going to do after a quick break, because I need to do something in real life. Now, if your screen estate is big enough or you're very observant, or both, you can see that there's a hole here. Now I walk towards it, it's fairly obvious that there's a hole here in the wall. So that's where the entrance is, that's where the bed is, and this is where a hole now is. This leads into a small tunnel and into a room that we are going to work on today. Because I have a problem, and that is this. Look at all the chests just lying around. And back in the pyramid, it looks just as horrible, really. There's all just chests everywhere now. Of stuff that I just don't have a place for anymore. So that is what we are going to change today. We are going to start working on our storage room. Finally. Actually. Oh, I have lots of stuff, but not all the stuff I needed. Because that wouldn't be me. I don't have any wool. But let's start off with just slapping some chests in here so we can actually store the stuff we are going to build with. Like so. There we go. It'll become much clearer, of course, in due time. I'm using jack-o'-lanterns, not because I'm going to use jack-o'-lanterns, but because I don't have any sea lanterns left. Yeah, 3. So that's something I need to work on, but I don't really have the time for at this moment, and I didn't think of it in advance, because I'm not that clever. I only have 17 pink wool here. Another one of those things I didn't think of in advance. But pink wool is lots easier to get because I have that in the chest, which we'll get right now. So I'll switch back to rabbit meat, and thus also the slaying of rabbits, because I can. Also change the timer that I used for the animals in the pen to be adjusted so that it will bling every 20 minutes instead of every 10, as I want all the creatures to be adults before I slay them. Because my sword now has sweeping edge, which means that if I strike into a group of bunnies, a lot of them will die, and if some of them are still young, then that was a waste of time and effort. I don't like wasting time nor effort. So, a storage room. Now, naturally, this is me we're talking about, so you can probably imagine that it won't be small. Well, actually, for me, this isn't all that big. It's actually fairly modest. We're basically going to plaster the walls with thingamajigs. And by thingamajigs, of course, I mean words. Words are hard. Chests. Wow, that took a while. So, I believe it was like this. Trying to put my memory. So actually built this in advance in creative, which, if you know me, you know is pretty rare. Yoink. There we go, I think. Maybe? Probably. Yeah, sure. That's probably how it's supposed to look. Very, very encouraging, I know. And I probably just won't be able to do that. Yeah, okay. And there. And this too will be full of chests. So we are going to have a lot of chests, which is exactly what I want. That one please. Chest, chest, 24. That's not a lot. And it's going to continue on and on and on. Yes, not a lot of chests. I also misplaced it, because that's just who I am. Close by. And this is just storage for all kinds of various things. English is hard. And my voice is still a bit meh. And yeah, I'm just going to finish this up basically, and I'll be back with you. There we go, one wall all chested up, as well as arched. I changed the arches a little bit. Instead of having a stair there, I just put a full block. That means there's a full block right over there, an empty block specifically. Well, there is no light. But I believe that baby zombies still need to add to spawn. It just checks whether or not you can spawn a zombie, and then rolls to see if it's a baby zombie. If I'm correct. If I'm not correct, I'll probably die by a baby zombie at some point. It's a risk I'm taking. So this is one wall, and there's going to be an anvil here eventually. Each of the 4 corners there will be both an anvil and a crafting table thingy. So let's get to the floor. The floor will be fairly recognizable. It's not going to be very, how would you call it? Well, it's actually not innovative, I suppose. Like, not at all. You've seen the design. Just imagine that the pumpkins are actually not pumpkins, but sea lanterns. Yeah. These corners are a bit weird, in the fact that they look like this. There we go. That's a bit weird. That's different. So I guess at least some part of it is different. But most of it, not so much. There we go. Let's actually keep the sand in for now. And there's going to be pink wool everywhere. It's pink. Oh, that's one too many. And then we have lighting. But what we do not have is, well, we also have lighting on this side. Do that, definitely. Taking out the sand does mean that I'm taking away light. Stupid hole. Not filling it up because, well, we'll see. You'll see. Right, this was the weird thingy. That's not what I wanted to place. There we go. So what's going to be different is that, yeah, these are going to look like that. This is the middle one. It's definitely going to look like that. But this one isn't. This isn't going to be connected like that. And I'll tell you why in a little bit. It's going to be like that on that side. You won't, you will. And then we'll of course have the dance of the concrete of terracotta. This would be that one again. This pattern I do like the most. It's a opposed to this pattern. Now, so what's up with these then? Why haven't I done what I usually do? Well, it's going to be a lot different. Instead of being just a piece of flooring, they're going to be tiny little bridges. Now, why would I do tiny little bridges, you might think? Because these are actually going to become little streams of water. Because I was thinking about building a storage room, and what could be truly opulent within a desert? Water. Abundant use of water. The storage room isn't just going to be this floor, there's going to be a floor here in the middle sinking down. So we have this edge going around the outside, just like that, and repeated over the sides. And then there are going to be stairs. This is going to lead to a stair down. And this is going to lead into a little tiny waterfall, which I believe will look just fantastic. Now, another thing that's going to be a little bit different is these corners. These corners already have a strange shape, so I can't really put this in as well as I would like. So what I am going to put in is lapis lazuli, because why not? Right? It's the storage room. It can be opulent. Well, at least according to my logic, okay? This looks a bit weird, but with the sea lanterns, it looks really good actually. Now, in order to make sure that I do this right, I need to check on my creative world, so I'll be right back. So I have checked my creative world, see exactly how deep I need to go, and the answer is 5 blocks. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is how deep it will be. I believe this actually ends directly into another one of those squares. They're not very clear, sorry. One of these. But this is going to become a little bit of a channel, a bit of a waterfall. Like so. I believe it's going to be like that. Actually, this is one of the reasons I usually don't build in creative. I keep forgetting exactly how I'm supposed to build things. Because once I have a specific way something is going to be built in, that is the way it's going to be built in. If I do it differently, it's going to break my brain. I think that has in part to do with my autism. Probably. So I'm going to check exactly again, I'm sorry, the dimensions of the channel. And I'll be back. Alright, so I was actually remembering correctly for once. And this is going to be the dimension. So this is actually part of one of those aforementioned squares. Like so. Not like that. Oh, hello, granite. Not what I wanted to remove, but oh well. And it's going to be like so, and I'm out of purple. I have plenty of purple. It's not Elmir. It will do for now, though. Like so. And so. Really no point in changing the blocks below this, is there? And this is actually going to become, let's just remove this. I know I could save on my shuffle if I did it with the torch trick, but in all fairness, I could be asked. Can't be asked, really. It's going to be like that, and so. And this is going to be one of those little bridges. Let's just do it like that. We have the space anyway. And of course the same goes for the other side, and there's going to be a little bit here, and then it's going to turn, it's going to be like a circle in the middle. And it'd be lovely, I think. And let's also do this one. Again, no point in wasting sandstone on parts where it's not going to be visible anyway. It is going to be fairly visible on this side though. So to finish the wall here. Yep. This really, yeah, I could just leave it hollowed really. Dig a little bit of sandstone. Oh, my voice feels terrible. I don't know if you can hear it, but it feels like I'm like someone just used a bunch of sandpaper on my voice. It's not a good feeling, not at all. And I actually need some more cobblestone, believe it or not. Yeah, next time I'm gonna fall in here, I'm not gonna get out of it. This sand is new, to prove it. Let's grab some cobblestone, because I don't think I have a lot near this base. Because I haven't really been... Well, I have... Oh yeah, right, this. Also, couldn't be asked. Because I need... I'll actually say I'm going to grab cobble. That seems like a good plan. I need furnaces, whatever. Whatever the name is, I need it. The stuff you put coal in and stuff to smelt, etc, etc. Never know if it's a furnace or a furnaces, or whatever. English, not my main language. It's gonna be like that. And now we need furnaces. Let's just keep it at 6 for now. It should be enough if I can count. I can count! And these are going to be furnaces. There we go. And I put my pink wool away because I'm an idiot. At least a little bit. Pink wool. There we go. So that's how that's going to look. Well, at least a little bit. It's going to be rather different still. This needs to go. This will also become a channel for water. Though the flooring will not be sandstone. We'll get into that probably in a different episode. And also you won't really see the furnaces because it's going to be water flowing down from over there into this ditch. So it's hidden behind a wall of water, which basically makes it visible. So I tried different backdrops behind the water, and you didn't see really any of them because the water obfuscated it all. So I thought, might as well use that to my advantage and hide those very ugly furnaces. Because I do not like the look of furnaces. Just everything is like pretty and bright, and furnaces are suddenly very grey and dark, and they really do not suit my base. Lots of everybody builds using grey colours. I'm not. I'm different. I want to be different. There's nothing wrong with being different. Though some people might not agree with that. So let's just add the other fences in there as well. Why won't we? Well, one of the reasons would be because I would have almost no cobble left, but cobble, not the hardest thing to get your hands on. This way I'll be able to make this go as well, because just those straight things like that looks a bit boring. That looks a bit more interesting, especially when I finish it, because I used to have like this block, these connected straight to each other. I'll show you what I mean in an instant, like that as an ornament, but I have decided to put a little space in between for a very specific reason. In fact, for a very specific block. That's right, gold blocks, and not gold farm gold blocks, mind you. These blocks are handcrafted, hand obtained, mined. So no gold farm blocks here. Pure done with hard work blocks, and that's how they will look. Hello. And yeah, like that. Now, I am running seriously out of time, so this is where I'll leave it. What can you expect me to do between this episode and the next? I will finish this upper ring, so just continue this pattern 4 times. Also finish taking out the center, making these, just put it like that, just in case. There will be water, so no longer a problem. Finishing these trenches, so water will pour down. Because you know, when I think about it, this could also be purple, but then it would be a lot of purple, and it'd be purple on top of non-purple, which looks really weird. Probably. Have a quick look. So if I were to do that, how would that look? No. I'm gonna keep it sandstone. Even though purple is so much easier to get than sandstone. Because purple you can just farm, literally. But alas, unless I make those whole wall. English is hard, especially when your voice doesn't work and doesn't comply. Unless I make this entire thing, but that would be far too much. So, as I said, this pattern, I'm going to repeat it all around. And next time, we will actually work on this lower area. And by that time also already have probably several of the chests supplied with stuff, so I can actually use them. Oh, that would be lovely. Not the main mass storage for like sand. That's going to be in the lower ring, but sandstone, sure. And purple, all kind of things I can store in these little chests. So I also need to actually assign them as spots. But I do believe that this should give me plenty of storage. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching, and I do hope to see you again next time.